Cryptos like Bitcoin, Ether, and Litecoin all down, way off their year-to-date highs. Yesterday, Binance Labs announced a new investment fund that raised $500 million to support new technologies associated with crypto. Joining us now is Changpeng Zhao, Binance CEO. Binance is the world's largest crypto exchange by volume. So let's talk about this moment, CZ, in the market where for a long time, there's obviously been a lot of excitement and investment and entrepreneurship surrounding crypto, and the promise was, web3, blockchain, all these potential solutions, but it seemed to get maybe drowned out or overshadowed by the energy behind just the price speculation and people wanting it as an investment. With the price, down on a year-over-year basis, way off its highs, it would seem like now we have a test of what's real and what was just speculation. So where is most of your energy focused in that new world?
Yeah, well, thanks for having me here. And I think, this is normal market fluctuations. Even in stock markets, internet stocks are down. So, so I think this is quite normal. What I do, I still do the same things. We work with regulators to push clear regulations in all parts of the world. And we push adoption, we build new use cases. And the Bitcoin, like stocks, go through 4-year markets based on historic data. But each time the highs are much higher than before. So not guaranteed that will happen in the future, but that happened in the past. So normal fluctuations, nothing changes for us.
I understand that certainly, markets are going to fluctuate, and there's not necessarily anything unusual about what's happened here, but the pace of the gains were so great, and there was such a rush of adoption from the investment side that I just wonder right now if, in fact, a lot of people are a little bit caught short in terms of their expectations for what Bitcoin would do. And just to get to, to my point, when the talk was about adoption for the past couple of years, you'd ask for specifics, and mostly it would be about institutions wanting to allocate capital to crypto as opposed to technology solutions or anything else, maybe in the way of payments. So what do you think is the state of development right now there along those fronts?
Yeah, I think institutions come in, that's just more for whether they want to get exposure to the price volatility of crypto investments, etc. But in terms of use cases or killer apps, over the last couple of years, we've seen NFTs, which is a killer app for artists to monetize their work globally. And artists get very good value for their work. I was just talking with an artist in Malaysia yesterday, and normally he can only sell a piece of art for $10,000. Now using NFTs, he can get $100,000 for his art. So he's not purely in NFTs now. Blockchain fundraising, ICOs, IEOs, IDOs, depending on how you call it. But when Ukraine wanted donations, they asked for it in crypto. They didn't ask for it in euros. And if you look at the donations, some of them are $50, $10. You can't do that with international transfers. DeFi. So all of these are new use cases that cannot be done in traditional finance. So there is a lot of people trading on the volatility of crypto, but that's the same as stock markets. Some people trade and some people build. So we see both.
DeFi, in particular, decentralized finance, you say you can't do that with traditional finance. Well, some would argue that's because it really does just create things like, investment yield out of, the returns created by speculators and futures trading and things like that. I mean, to what degree do you think that is going to continue to thrive in a world where there is a little more regulatory scrutiny?
DeFi is, DeFi, the model works because it's actual trading fees or trading revenues that goes to the guys who lend crypto to provide liquidity. So that's a closed model, and everything runs in one smart contract on the blockchain, no humans involved. So that model works quite well, and we've seen that grow. You will fluctuate with the market. When all the crypto prices go down, the volume drops a bit and things all drop a little bit. Activities drop a little bit. But how this will be regulated, which is your second part of your question, is going to be really tricky. It's going to be really interesting because technically speaking, anybody can deploy a smart contract, which is really only a couple hundred lines of code. People can do that from, America, Europe, Asia, even Russia, potentially. So how to regulate it's going to be very tricky, actually.